Hi, my name's Jethro. I'm the director of Shine, and in this video I want to explain to you about the perfect pending package and just discuss this service with you so that you understand exactly what you're going to get if you go ahead and commit to this service. So the perfect pending package is a way for you to get patent pending worldwide on your invention for 12 months. The way this works, there's something called the Paris Convention in patenting, which means that if you file a patent application at pretty much any patent office, I think it's over 170 countries, so it's pretty much every single patent office in the world. If you file a patent application in one of those patent offices within 12 months, you then get 12 months within which to file at all the other patent offices. So if you file a provisional application at the USPTO, you then have 12 months within which you can file not just your full non-provisional at the USPTO, but you can also then, within that 12 months, you can file a non-provisional at all other territories and claim priority back. So for example, you might be a US inventor who files a provisional application at the USPTO, paying hardly any fees. When it comes within the next 12 months, not only can you file at the US, but if you file in the UK patent office within the next 12 months, or the EPO, the European Patent Office, you can claim priority back to that provisional application at the USPTO. So getting patent pending worldwide for 12 months in this way is a very useful thing from your point of view to try to get the earliest filing date you can, because if someone files after your provisional application in that case, even if they file before your non-provisional, as long as you get your non-provisional in on time and claim priority back to your first US provisional application or wherever you filed it, you'll actually beat them to the punch if everything goes your way. So this service effectively does that, and it helps you get worldwide patent pending status. But I now want to explain to you exactly how it works. So in step one of the perfect patent solution, we will have got your results from the perfect patent search. I'll then have spoken to you and told you what your best strategy is. Hopefully everything comes back totally clear, in which case you'll claim one and all the claims will come back clear, and that would be great. Or if something got in the way, something blocked some of your claims, I will explain to you what your best patenting strategy is to get the best patent protection possible, and you and I will make a decision. It will be obvious to me because I'm a product designer anyway, but I'll explain to you whether that's in your interest or not. Obviously, if something knocks out all of the claims and there's almost nothing for you to patent, or nothing important for you to patent which is going to give you a market advantage, well then that's no good. But if there's claims available which still define an advantage for your invention over your potential product over everything else out there, then that could still be a very important, viable strategy for you to move forward with and try to patent your invention. So, once I've ascertained that, the way this is going to work is I create what's called the perfect patent snippet. This is the essence of this whole service, and it's very, very clever how it works. If you haven't noticed by now with all the videos I do, patent claims are the be-all and end-all of you getting your invention patented. You can't patent an invention, something which does this or something which does that. When you think of your invention in your mind, you probably think your invention is something which does something, right? So it might be a floor cleaning apparatus which cleans upwardly, whereas other stuff doesn't, right? You can't patent that. You can't patent a floor cleaning apparatus which cleans upwardly, but you can patent, if you break that invention, that concept, into its comprising features, its essential elements that make it happen. If that combination of elements are different from anything else that's ever been done, no one else has ever come up with that combination of elements, and if that's an inventive combination of elements, then you can patent that combination of elements. So it's all really about patenting combination of elements, and that is done in what's called patent claims, where we break your invention up into its combination of elements. So the way this works is, whatever claims come back clear, and this will be obvious to me, and I'll discuss this with you and we'll work out the strategy so you're happy with what we're doing. I will then convert those claims into what I call the perfect patent snippet. So I'll effectively convert them into a paragraph or a few paragraphs of text. Then what I do is quite clever. What I do is I number up the essential elements of your invention, and I do it in a certain way. You don't need to know about that right now, and I'll explain it to you when it happens. But I put a number after each essential element. What's a good example of this? In fact, you don't need an example. It will become obvious when it happens. But I put a number after every essential element. What this is doing is it's setting you up for perfect patent pending status. So this is all, exactly what the perfect pending package is about, getting you perfect patent pending status. So inside that snippet, of course, we've got the claims which we hope you're going to be able to get a patent, maybe even a perfect patent if everything's come back clear. I've converted them into language and have now put numbers after the essential elements. And the next step is quite clever. As part of this service, and the moment I've created that, I'll alert you, and you'll probably put in the full payment for this service. You might see the payment below the screen, but the charge at the moment is so low that I can almost guarantee that it's going to rise. So I don't want to mention that on the video, but you might see the charge below the video right now. One of the reasons I can leverage such a low charge for this service is that we've done a lot of the work in the perfect patent search. It's very clever how this is working. So again, you've got to see all these services as the perfect patent solution in combination. Instead of judging the perfect patent search against another service, another patent search, which might charge you a little bit less, you've got to remember that as a package, these are going to save you perhaps $10,000 or more on getting a patent allowed, granted, etc. at the patent office and going worldwide. So once I have the snippet ready, I'll probably send you a link and you'll have to put in your payment. And once you put in your payment, as part of this package, not only do you get the work that I'm doing, but you'll get a sequence of programs called the Patent Pending Package. I believe you also get a bonus program called the Beginner's Patent Search Pro. That's usually included with the Patent Pending Package. I can't confirm that, but that could be something you're getting as a bonus as well. These programs have been used by inventors in the past. Before I had the business set up like I do for now, which is great from your point of view, these programs were actually used by inventors to get patent pending without my help at all, right? So you're getting my help and these programs too, which is great from your point of view. So it's a kind of double benefit that you're getting with this service. One of these programs is called iPatent Pending, and that shows historically was used by inventors to literally draft and file their provisional patent application themselves from scratch. It shows me building a basic, a provisional patent application for this basic invention, spoon, and it's very simple the way it's done. I get really good feedback about it, and it of course includes the USPTO filing video, which shows you how to file via the USPTO website for almost no cost at all, very low cost for a provisional, and get patent pending worldwide. At the end of the video, you see your patent application number appear. You can note that down or save it as a filing receipt, and you will now patent pending worldwide for 12 months, which is great. That, however, is not the main program with this package. With this package, the most important program is a program called iPerfect Pending. You also get another program, iPatent Drawing Free, included as with this package as well. But iPerfect Pending is the program where the magic of this service really happens. So you've got the perfect patent snippet by this point. You put the payment in, so I've delivered the snippet to you, probably in a Microsoft Word document, and probably in quite a clever template fashion. You'll see why makes things so easy for you right now. You get that, and you also get the program. So you're going to go into iPerfect Pending, and there's a special part of the program that shows you exactly how to use the perfect patent snippet, and literally has a template that builds around it. So you'll get the snippet that I've created, and this is perfect. You're not going to adjust that at all, because that's written in such a way that it's perfect to get you not only perfect patent pending status, but effectively get you a perfect patent when it comes to filing this as a non-provisional in a later step. What I do require at the moment as part of this service, what you will have to do is have a drawing, one drawing or maybe several drawings, to show your invention at different angles and just explain it. And all you're then going to have to do, using the tutorial in iPerfect Pending, which shows you how to do this and makes it so easy, you're just going to take the numbers which I put into the perfect patent snippet, and on your drawings, you're then just going to do lines on Microsoft Word, and it shows you how to create these lines coming out of your drawing, and just put the number that corresponds to each element. So, for example, with dish shine, if I put in the perfect patent snippet after the word housing, the kind of casing of dish shine, if I put the number 12 after that, you just go into your drawing, draw a little line coming out of the housing, and it would say the number, and then put the number 12. And again, the program will show you exactly how to do this. Now, why are you doing this? The reason you're doing this is that snippet which I built effectively is all you need, if everything goes well, to get a perfect patent. Not just to get perfect patent pending status, but it actually conforms to non-provisional standards the way that I've drafted it. So by including just a drawing, or maybe if you think you need a drawing from a different angle, and showing what these elements are, when this goes to the patent office to be filed as a non-provisional, the examiner, whether they're looking at this as the provisional or as a non-provisional, is going to see what I've described in the snippet and is going to see those features in your invention. So this is all about communicating to the examiner exactly what your invention is. You don't really have to do anything creative or technical in terms of doing anything clever from a patenting sense, because I've done that for you in the snippet. You're not going to adjust any of that at all. All you have to do is add these numbers to one drawing, or maybe a couple of drawings if you feel it's best to show the invention from different angles. Maybe you've got an invention concept where something opens and closes, right? And you think that it's very important to communicate your invention. Let's say it was some sort of, I don't know, some sort of library, some sort of staircase or some sort of, something like that where something retracts or opens and closes. You might want to do one drawing where it's closed and one drawing where it's open. And with reference to what I've stated in the Perfect Patent snippet, I might even well have stated that in the snippet. And then you're going to show in the drawing those two examples, just to show. The key thing from your point of view is a lot of inventors, like myself when I started out, probably in your situation, you're very confused and maybe scared about patenting. I've done all the work for you here. You don't have to worry about that. Your only key thing to bear in mind here is that ultimately a patent application is to communicate your invention to the examiner initially who's examining this. What you don't want is if we include the Perfect Patent snippet and no drawings, you can imagine with just text, they might not really understand what your invention is, even if I've described it or defined it very well in that language. So having a drawing to relate to that text with all of the numbers of those features shown in the drawing shows the examiner exactly what that snippet means, because they can look at the snippet, the examiner's going to read it and they're going to go, the shoe cleaning device 10, and they'll look at the drawing, see the number 10, okay, that's what the shoe cleaning device is, comprises a housing 12, and then they'll see in the drawing housing with the number 12 by it, a motor, a cleaning disc 14, and they'll see that, a motor 16, and then a gearing solution 18. Because these are now numbered in the drawing, the examiner, look at these both on their computer screen at the same time, has a total understanding of your invention. So there's nothing creative needed from your point of view. It's literally just doing this as it's required. If you have any problems with the patent drawings, there's a program as part that you get as part of this called iPatent Drawing, and that shows you how to convert. You could do hand-drawn sketches. Those often are fine, but since this application might well be filed at the patent office, probably best to convert those hand sketches to black line drawings. iPatent Drawing shows you how to do that with just one tool called the pen tool in something called Adobe Illustrator, which you can download free for 30 days and try it out. So this, from your point of view, is it's just a great thing. The other great thing from your point of view, first, you probably have more artistic ability than me, trust me, because I have absolutely none, and yet I've had to get good with Adobe Illustrator, all these things, to become someone who drafts, files, and prosecutes non-provisional applications. And you can use the skills from iPatent Drawings for full non-provisional drawings as well, which is, again, great from your point of view if you ever want to look into that. But the truth is, even though it's very basic and you're going to be able to do this, there's still little challenges, little small challenges, or just little piece of information or little skills that you're picking up here, which are going to make you a more complete inventor. And as you evolve over the years into being even better at what you do and becoming an even better inventor, you're going to find that this stuff just changes you, it focuses your thinking, and ultimately will probably make your inventions more focused and help you understand the process even more. So iPerfect Penny, as part of that, you're also going to get a template. Whilst I include the snippet, in the template, it's very cleverly done and I'll probably fill out a couple of other things as well to make this easy for you. I'm just going to make it as easy for you as I can, so as little work for you as possible. But you can also add extra stuff into this, on top of the snippet or just after it, you can add extra stuff. So if there's other stuff not included in the snippet, little features of your invention which you think might be important, again, the program will tell you where you can put those, and you can just put them in. And the cool thing from your point of view is you might worry, hey, could I mess this up? What if I mess up this application Jethro's drafted? Well, you can't really mess it up. I mean, I write the snippet in such a way, stating very clearly what is essential and what is preferable, i.e. what is not an essential feature. You can't really mess this up. So by adding little extra stuff, that might be useful to you in the future at the patent office if those features become important, if they're not in the snippet. But otherwise, you're good to go with what you've got. In terms of how easy I make this for you, it is not impossible. With a certain type of invention, it's not impossible. You might be able to do this within 2 hours or maybe even quicker, in some cases less than that. And once you've done this, once you've got your application ready and saved it or exported it as a PDF, again, the programs show you how to do that. The formatting section of iPatent Pending shows you how to save as or export as a PDF, which is the file type you need to file, for example, a provisional application at the USPTO. In fact, nearly all patent offices require that your application is a PDF document, i.e. not a Microsoft Word document. So once you've done that, you can go straight into iPatent Pending, another amazing feature of this whole package, and go into the USPTO filing video and file this yourself. Again, I've had massive feedback from inventors saying how great the USPTO filing video is, how perfect it is, and how without knowing anything, they were able to do this themselves. I've got 2 of those videos, pretty much identical videos on YouTube, and I think at the moment they've got over 60,000 hits so far in just about 2.5 years. And huge thumbs up as well. Inventors are really enjoying those. I've got the first half on YouTube, but you're going to get the full, as part of this package, you get the second half as well, which shows you the filing. The first half just shows you how to download the forms you need to file, which for USPTO is ridiculously simple. It's the SB16 cover sheet, which is literally your name, date, and a signature. It's almost that simple. And if you qualify for it, and the video will show you whether you do, the microentity status, which at the moment is the SB15A form, I think, that can get you a 75% reduction in fees. And at the moment at the USPTO, it's only $65 for filing a provisional, getting patent pending worldwide. If you're a UK inventor, the system for how to file is a little bit different when you come through Shine Enterprise. It's actually even better from your point of view. So if you're a UK inventor going through this and I haven't made contact with you already, don't file via the USPTO. I've got something via the UK Patent Office that I can help you with. If you're from the US or any other country, then the way you file, if you're going through the Shine Enterprise Perfect Patent Solution, the way you do it is to file your provisional via the USPTO website. The great thing about the USPTO website, online filing system, is they let you file no matter what country you're from. You don't have to be from the USPTO. You can be from, worldwide. I don't think there's any limitations from their point of view. So, that really effectively is what the service is. You're leveraging my skill set, my kind of elite specialist field of specialism in patenting to get this perfect patent snippet drafted, and then there's just a little bit from your point of view which you're just guided through perfectly, which make it great from your point of view. The reason, to give you an example, one of the reasons why this service to me is so important is firstly, I find claim building actually very interesting. Drafting of patent applications, I'm so conscientious. Historically, when I started out, I used to draft patent applications dozens of pages long, and it just takes me too much, not just physical effort, but emotional effort. I'm so conscientious, I can't help 1,000 inventors if I work like that. But by drafting this perfect patent snippet and giving you the most important thing you could have, and then you just building a little bit of stuff around it and being taken through how to do that so easily. What this service allows me to do, and what's exciting from my point of view, is I can potentially help 1,000 inventors with this service. It's not impossible in time that I might be able to help 1,000 inventors go through this process. But if I was to do everything, draft your provisional from scratch myself, that would just be limited hugely. It would be so much work and duress on myself. I'd be doing patenting the whole time. And inventor, although you know me as a patent specialist and maybe as a product designer as well, I'll speak to you inventor to inventor now. Imagine if you had to spend your life drafting patent applications for other people's inventions, right? That wouldn't be your dream life, would it? Because your dream is your invention. I've got my own inventions as well, which I'm very, very passionate about, which I'm moving forward with right now. And what I'm still very passionate about helping you and helping thousands of inventors and changing this whole industry. So what I've had to do over time, what's kind of cleverly happened, and sometimes it surprised me how it's happened, and that's relevant with this service, is I've created a service here which, from your point of view, leverages all the stuff you need, all of my elite skills in this area, and the most important stuff you need, the claims. One other thing I wanted to mention, I'll also give you claims document and an abstract as well, probably as part of this service, or maybe as part of step 3 of the perfect patent solution. This is important, what I'm about to say. Let me just finish what I was about to say first. This service, over time, what I've been able to do is create a service which allows me to leverage my elite skills, which is great from your point of view, to get the most important stuff done, and leverage this program, iPerfect Pending, to show you how to just build the little parts very easily around it. So I don't have to be there. You know, that you could be watching that whilst I'm asleep in the UK. You're maybe in the US, you're at 10 o'clock at night, and it's 5 in the morning here, right? So that's really great from my point of view. I can help so many people. And from your point of view, it's great that you're getting the most important stuff from me as well, and the elite skills. Now, moving on to the next part, we're coming to the end of the perfect pending package now, and I want to talk to you about how amazing this is when we move on to step 3 of the perfect patent solution, the Lightspeed patent package. I'll talk about that in a video in that step, of course. But what I don't tell you, or what I sometimes didn't tell inventors when I was going through this process with them, is I've done this very cleverly so that your provisional that you file, when you build around that perfect patent snippet, I've actually got claims ready, which I might give you, an abstract as well, which you can also file as part of your provisional. You don't have to file the claims or the abstract, but I might give those to you. So what we've got now is your description document, your drawings, we've got claims, and we've got an abstract. So what I haven't told you is that this provisional application, this is something you probably won't find other services, is actually a non-provisional patent application in disguise. Your provisional that you're going to file and get patent pending on, you can actually be filed as a non-provisional. And that kind of forms the basis of step 3, the Lightspeed patent package. And if you're thinking, by the way, hold on, is this not a very good provisional? Because, it's a provisional and yet I'm going to file it as a non-provisional. Does that mean it's not that good? No, it doesn't mean that. The claims are the essence of your non-provisional, and the claims are drafted by me, and I always put in my best work possible, and they're included both in the body of your perfect patent snippet and in the claims document. So as long as we do our job right, this can be filed as a non-provisional. That's going to lead us on to the Lightspeed patent package in step 3. So if you're interested in the perfect pending package, it starts, of course, with step 1 of the perfect patent solution, the perfect patent search. You should see an option below again to start with the perfect patent search and schedule your free patentability assessment. You start off totally free. Again, please only do that at the moment, unless I say something below and we've changed things. Please only do that if you've got a physical product, something you can touch. I can't do website ideas, apps, business methods, general methods that don't include a physical thing. I don't specialize in that area. And to be honest, the USPTO laws on some of those things is actually changing quite rapidly. So it's a specialized area right now. So if you've got something physical that we can touch, an invention which is physical in nature, especially if it's a consumer product, doesn't have to be a consumer product, but that's an area I specialize in. And instruments. I've done some help for surgeons who have medical instruments as well. If it's really complex, I might have to make a decision whether it's too much work for me, with great respect to you, but I can usually help with that stuff as well. If you've had a patent search done somewhere else and you come to Shine Enterprise and you're thinking, do I have to pay for another patent search? Contact me. You should see, on this website, you should see at the top of the navigation bar a contact form. You can click on the contact page and input your details. But what I will look at is whether your search has been done as it should be. A lot of places, to be honest, even if you've gone sometimes through elite, through patent practitioners, I'll make a judgment as to whether they've searched the right thing. And ultimately, it will come down to what I think. But it might be that we want to do a patent search again. I'll try to help you. I'll always try to help you, get the best you can for the best price possible. But that will come down to my judgment of whether you've had the right, whether your search has been done properly. If it has been done properly, I might be able to jump straight to this step of the perfect patent solution. If not, and you're starting out, get your patent search done. I'd really recommend you look into the perfect patent search. It's a great service. See the links below for that. Schedule a free patentability assessment. You might also see a link if you just come to this page without seeing about the perfect patent search. Please feel free to click off. You might either see a link below to go straight to the perfect patent search, or once you click off this video on the main perfect pending package page, that's quite difficult to say, you might see at the top of the navigation bar on Shine Enterprise or whatever website you're on, you might see an option for the perfect patent solution. Click on that and you'll see options to then go to the perfect patent search. Good luck with your invention. I hope you're starting to realize how these services, these steps of the perfect patent solution integrate together. Look at how we use the results of the perfect patent search, the claims that were found to be allowable. We use those as the basis for forming what should be, if we do our job right, what should be a perfect provisional patent application, which gets you perfect patent pending status. The work from step 1 helped us do step 2. This allows us to do less work whilst getting you a perfect result, and allows you to get a service which is mind-blowing in terms of its quality from your point of view for an incredibly affordable price, which I think you'll agree for us inventors is exactly what we need in the field of patenting, because it's causing such a problem, or has caused such a problem to inventors historically. Good luck with your invention. If this is interesting to you, get started, hit the links below. Let's get this thing started.